The pieces that we encounter in the second half of Book 1 of Mikrokosmos are going to require a pretty sophisticated sense of hand independence. And in order to give us some practice in hand independence in preparation for the pieces that are coming up, Bartók has written a series of exercises, and he put these exercises in the appendix at the end of Book 1. We're going to look at one of those exercises right now, Exercise 2A. 2A is at the top of page 34, and when you first look at it, it doesn't look so complicated. There's nothing, if you scan through the right hand, that looks terribly difficult. There's nothing in the left hand that looks terribly difficult. We do see this one musical symbol that we've never encountered before, these two dots right here. We see them in the treble clef staff, and we see them in the bass clef staff. Those two dots are what we call a repeat sign. And a repeat sign just means go back to the beginning and do it again. So what we'll do is we'll play through all four of these measures, from measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, measure 4, and then we'll jump back to the beginning of measure 1, and then we'll play again, measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, measure 4, and then we'll go on and finally play measure 5. And we'll do that in both the left and the right hand. So a repeat sign. I'll make that R a little bit clearer. But notice the difference musically between what you see in the right hand and the left hand. These are two completely independent musical ideas happening at the same time. And for that reason, they're going to be challenging to play. Let me just play the right hand and the left hand separately so you can hear how different they are. That was the right hand, now the left hand. Now, when I put them together, that is when the magic happens. And listen to how cool this sounds when we put those two independent musical ideas together at the same time. One of the things that's going to be really important when you practice a piece that has a lot of hand independence is you want to make sure that you know exactly what is happening in each hand at all times. You want to know what's happening in your left hand, in your right hand, on beat 1, on beat 2, on beat 3, and beat 4. And you really need to go through, especially when you're first starting the piece, hands together, and figure out, okay, what am I doing on beat 1 in the right hand? What am I doing on beat 1 in the left hand? What am I doing on beat 2? And the answer is, I'm playing in my right hand, I'm playing a C. In my left hand, I'm playing another C. What am I doing in beat 2? Well, on beat 2 in the right hand, I'm holding that C. In beat 2 in the left hand, I'm holding that C. What am I doing in beat 3? Well, in beat 3, I'm moving up to the D in my right hand, and I'm moving down to the B in my left hand. On beat 4, what am I doing in each hand? Well, in Beat 4, I'm moving up to the E in my right hand, and I'm holding the B in my left hand on my second finger. And I know this seems tedious, but it is the only way when you're first getting used to this to get to know exactly what's going on at all times. Go beat by beat and figure out, what is my left hand doing? What is my right hand doing? Once you feel pretty comfortable in that, then you can start practicing it through slowly with the metronome. You'll notice, by the way, since this is an exercise, there's no metronome marking on this particular piece. So I'm not going to give you a particular goal tempo that you need for this piece, but I want it to be as fast as it can be and still secure. If that's slow, then that's fine, as long as it's in tempo and secure, whatever tempo you choose.